just a reminder, you have to boil your water if you're in Geurie. The Mayor of Dubbo Regional Council, Matthew Dickerson. Hey, bring out the old, bring out the old whistling kettle. Is that what I got to do, Matthew? Bring out the old kettle.
Pretty good impersonation of a whistling kettle there.
That wasn't an impersonation. There's one here. I've got it on the stove. It's a cooker stove too, by the way.
Good. Hope it's electric, not gas.
And I've just, hang on a minute. Can you turn the kerosene lamp down because the kerosene fumes are getting in my eye? Thank you. That's a bit better. I like living in the 18th century where we have to boil the water.
This is unfortunate, and obviously the council staff are taking action as quickly as possible. It is interesting, this water treatment facility at Geurie was built back in the early 90s, and one of the things that Public Health or New South Wales Health say now is that there's a figure for turbidity, and that's basically how frosty the water is, how clear the water is. And the figure that we must be under is 0.5. And this
0.5.
0.5 NTU for the actual units, but 0.5. So we're measuring that constantly as the water comes out of the water treatment plant. And that plant that was built back in the early 90s was never designed to get a turbidity level that low. But new standards have come in over time, and that plant, again, 40 years old, it's just not quite up to standard. But we normally do have it under 0.5. It was noticed yesterday in the constant monitoring we do that it was at 0.8. So we consult with New South Wales Public Health, and then in that consultation, they said 0.8 is too high, put out a boil water alert, and obviously investigate why that's happening. There was a malfunction in one part of it where not enough chemical was being put into the water as it was going through that processing process. So that's being fixed or made sure that's right. And I don't expect this boil water alert to be on for any longer than a couple of days. But again, and it's very much a precautionary measure. There's a very, very low risk of crypto being in the water when it is turbid, so when there is some frostiness in the water. And crypto, of course, can cause diarrhea. And, I mean, if someone was frail or old, it could actually get to the stage of causing death, which is why we're putting out a boil water alert. But very low risk, I'd say there. But still, if you turn your tap on and you're going to drink that water, then boil it before you use it. If you're going to use it for anything that is going to be consumed, that's fine. You can still have a shower, just don't drink the water while you're having a shower.
Don't brush your teeth in the shower then, huh?
Don't brush your teeth in the shower. I'd boil the water before I brush my teeth. Anything that's going to go in your mouth, into your stomach. If you're doing things like washing clothes, that's fine to use the water as normal.
Would it turn your sheets brown?
No, it's not. If you turn the tap on in Geurie at the moment and fill a glass of water, you'd look at it and you go, oh, it's just a little bit frosty. You would actually notice it if you looked at it, but it's...
So you won't see beasts swimming around?
No, you won't. You've got to get it under a very high-level microscope before you'd see anything in there. But it really is just that slight frostiness. So it's not going to turn your sheets brown. Even washing the dishes, if you wanted to wash the dishes, it's okay to use the water to wash the dishes because the water that you're using there is fairly hot and you've got detergents in there as well. But it's really just for anything you're going to drink, brushing your teeth, as you said, baby formula, making ice. That's an important one. So if you've got ice that you've got in your fridge, some people might think, oh, I'll just take it out of the tap and I'll put it in the fridge. It seems illogical, but boil your water first and then actually put it in the freezer. And here's a little scientific fact for you, Richard. That'll actually freeze that faster because there's a thing called the Mpemba effect, that when you boil the water and freeze it, it freezes faster.
Where are you reading this from, Dico?
That's just one of my little bits of science knowledge that you pick up there.
Yeah, Look, it can be serious. The best thing to do is to boil your water. And if you haven't got a whistling kettle, there's always saucepans and stuff, isn't there? Boil the water.
That's right, exactly right. Just boil it before you drink it.
I mean, and you mentioned, about it making you crook. It's like being in Bali, and you're talking about making ice. You think you're going to get away from barley belly if you have ice,
No, absolutely not. No, that's exactly right. You're spot on. Yep. So keep an eye on the council Facebook page. Any updates as they become available, we'll stick them on there.
So if you got techs on location at the Geurie treatment plant, are you fixing all that up now or what?
Exactly right. Yep. There's actually a meeting out there at 7:15 this morning with some of the...
They're on now.
Right now. There's people out there right now just meeting just to finalise the processes they'll go through to repair that. But essentially, again, I don't expect this to be still in place by the weekend, but I'm not giving any guarantees there. Keep an eye on that Facebook page, and obviously we'll alert you when that's been taken off.
All right. Yeah. Let me know how the meeting goes, but do it. It can be pretty crook, especially for the elderly and those who've got a weak stomach or whatnot. Don't drink it, don't brush your teeth, do the stuff. Here we are. We're back in the 18th century. Put the old bonnet on, put the big apron on, turn the cooker up and stir the soup with a big wooden ladle, and you should have a nice day. Is that how way it goes?
I'll take that according to you, yes.
But seriously, don't drink the stuff. Let us know what happens, Matthew Dickinson. Appreciate your time waking up this hour of the morning. Don't drink the water in Geurie. Thank you, mate.
Thanks.